That is without a question a factor.
But finally, after more than 5 minutes of play, the Dominicans finally get a point there on the board.
Dragic, back over to Slokar. Not getting something going to the basket. It's an open look. Sosa shifts, gets inside, puts it up, and that was silky smooth.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he just turned the corner, got rid of his defender, and was facing Miha Župan, who didn't have a chance there with the quickness of Sosa on the run.
Picked him out of his shoes, shall we say. Župan from the right. And now Slovenia kind of makes you wonder with their jump shots early on. Up it goes, and that was a little bit careless from Garcia.
That was to Faldini. It would have been a beautiful play right there if the alley-oop worked, but that's a costly turnover. They had a chance to cut in a single digits. This was the try. Oh, did you see the crossover on Župan? That was spectacular right there. What energy there. And the quickness, go to the basket.
I think Župan is still trying to figure out what happened there. Slokar has it up top. Maybe Slovenia need to run a play. Well, maybe they don't. Just give it to Dragic and let him go to the basket.
This was the quickness of Goran Dragic. That's why he was the most improved player in the NBA for the past season.
Sosa. Garcia being closely guarded. And foul on the drive by Zoran Dragic. And you can see that he's taken a blow.
There was the collision with Župan right here with the big man.
He missed the USA game after injuring his ankle. That was back in Group C. And then he came back and played the last night against Turkey. Župan is going to come out. He also was injured. You can see him limping over.
Oh, he's a tough guy. I know, he's a very tough guy, so there must have been some big collision right there if Miha Župan is limping off the court.
So Balazic comes back in. Garcia, he goes around his man, hands it off to Vargas. Vargas goes up strong but misses the layup, but that is a shot he has to make.
Absolutely, he has to make that, and he has to handle the pass better. I mean, he just fumbled the ball around, and it was very difficult for him to gather himself.
Quickly, Dragic again goes in, and a sensational drive.
That was
from Goran Dragic.
Spectacular shot there by Goran Dragic. That's what he can do. That's what we will provide in the open court. Great job by him.
Now the pass to Bice. Over to Sosa. He looks off Balazic. What a play, but doesn't finish. And the ball now goes back to Slovenia.
Well, that was a spectacular move also by Sosa. I mean, he just freed himself up from his defender, but just couldn't make the lay in almost. There's nobody defending him really on that shot.
I just wonder really if Coronado needs to come in and start sticking like Dragic to glue. There he goes. He gets away from Vargas, but Vargas commits the foul.
And this is dangerous. I mean, if you get Goran Dragic going, it's difficult to stop him. This is what you try to prevent at all costs.
The lead is 15. They say the first 5 minutes you need to kind of start turning things around. And as we said, it has only gotten worse. It was a 10-point lead at halftime. It's now 1.5 times that much. Goran Dragic. Now that time he loses the ball. Sosa. Feldy. He falls, but the ball goes to Vargas. Vargas kind of pulls his way in and follows up his own miss.
Feldin just slipped on the floor there. He's frustrated. I think they're going to have to wipe the floor from the sweat, but way to stay there with the ball for Vargas when he missed it, when he bulldozed Slokar. This is the slip by Feldin. That was painful right there.
It was painful. It was painful for Mr. Slokar as well.
I think everybody just stopped right there. And Vargas got an offensive rebound. You know, thank you very much. I'm just going to put it back in.
You see Slokar wincing.
Ooh, I mean, Slokar is shaken up. Just a moment ago, we saw Miha Župan, and he's limping here right in front of us. He's not even sitting on the bench.
It's about the only positive thing that's happened for the Dominican Republic. think guys feeling a few knocks for the other team. Warbeck. Felding was about to gamble. Dragic misses the three. Some missed jumpers here for Slovenia.
Now this is the time for the Dominican Republic to take advantage.
Vargas hands it off to Baez, and Baez misses the layup.
That was a close shot right there. He has to make that after a beautiful pass from Vargas.
And the reach and the steal, almost. They're really anticipating those passes as well from Slovenia.
I mean, they have to pick it up. If you talk about the Dominicans on defense, they have all the quickness in the world. They just got to overplay the lanes. This is their chance. Put the pressure before the ball is received.
Bounce pass stolen, and they're reading the passing lanes, helping them. Garcia for three, good!
That's a long two right there.
Well, that was a two.
He stepped on the line, or must have stepped there.
It was indeed, so an 11-point lead. Dragic gets back in the lane, and he's basically been the man for Slovenia in the third quarter.
He is just unstoppable. When he gets the ball and he starts pivoting, spinning in the lane, there's just no stopping Goran Dragic. And that's another turnover right there by the Dominican Republic.
Dragic now at 10 points for leads Slovenia. Sosa arguing that is not a turnover, it should be their ball. The referee saw it otherwise.
But now Goran Dragic just looks very confident. This is his game. Lead a fast break and then finish it or make a pass.
This will be a better matchup against him, Coronado. Soren over to Slokar and Martinez. And that was better defending by Coronado. He gets inside and draws the foul from Goran Dragic.
That's number 3 right there. That's a big play by Coronado.
3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Dragic gets his third foul.
I thought he was just trying to get out of his way, but Coronado just somehow found the contact and
exactly.
made the referees to call the foul.
He found the contact and earns a trip to the free throw line, and Dragic comes out of the game. No respect for the All-NBA third-team selection.
And that's a smart move by Coach Dove, just to make sure that his star player that has been key to the run lately goes to the bench and doesn't pick up a 4th foul. It's still a 13-point game at the moment, but Coronado's got a chance to shoot 2 free throws.
At the free throw line today, Dominican Republic not finding it too easy.
But you know what, Jeff, this was one of my remarks here before the game, that free throw shooting for the Dominican Republic is going to have to pick up. For the tournament, going to this game, they only shot 60% from the free throw line.
And that's where they are right now, 9 of 15. Klobuchar. Lorbeck. And the ball back out to Muric.
That was a good defense by the Dominicans on Lorbeck.
Goran Dragic for 3, and finally one falls.
That's a killer right there. Zoran Dragic, he's capable shooter. He plays at the off-guard position. A lot more comfortable there with the outside shooting.
Feldy. Mid-range jumper, that's good.
He used his quickness, just made a nice turnaround jumper. James Feldin, if he gets going, if he's in motion, and he starts pivoting and making a fadeaway shots, he's also very effective there for the Dominicans. They need him right now.
And the Dominicans have to keep up the pressure defensively on those guards, but this time, Slovenia earned a trip to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, I was expecting a little bit more activity there from Garcia. I mean, he has been on the floor for 7.5 minutes, and we haven't seen him taking many shots. If you go back to Bilbao, and he is averaging over 20 points going to this game, he was taking a lot more shots. This was Lorbeck right here on the drive.
Well, part of the problem is I think they're paying close attention to him.
But he's a type of a player. I mean, if you just give him the ball on the wing, he was in the last 5 games that we saw him in the group phase, he was able to create his own shot. I haven't seen him do that. Even try to do that.
Maybe we will. But they trail by 15 points.
Well, they better not wait, because he got 12.5 minutes to go.
And that pass goes out of bounds. No confident looks from Garcia
Yep.
and Feldine up into the stands of the Dominicans.
And now Garcia is playing as a power forward, so I mean he should have even more room there to create. So they're going with a quick lineup, with a 3-guard lineup, trying to put some pressure there on the playmakers of Slovenia.
Goran Dragic is off the floor, so right now is when you would like to make that move if you're the Dominican Republic. Muric, ball slipped through his hands, but he was able to get it back. Muric, and his pass to Alan Omic, who's come back into the game. And Martinez gets the rebound, up to Feldine. Now, Garcia hands it off to Martinez.
And that's a great heads-up play by Garcia. He took a penetration right there. The defense collapsed on him. He made a nice drop pass to Jack Martinez.
Omic. Now, Goran Dragic drives in. His reverse layup was long. And now, has a foul been called on Omic.
He hasn't really found his mark. We said before, this was the drive right here. Look at Garcia and a quick pass right here. Back to Jack Martinez, who finishes it off. But if you think about Omic, he hasn't really found his stride in the game today. He's averaged 9.6 points and 6.6 rebounds in the group play. It was really impressive, shooting some high percentage shots, but nothing has been going right for him today. Early 2 turnovers, I think, just completely got him out of sync.
Martinez at the line. And really with Slovenia, you've got a chance to deliver the knockout punch, and you haven't done it yet.
There are so many teams that we have seen not to be able to put the game away if you go back to Bilbao. This is their chance, but as you said before, you got Goran Dragic, your leader, on the bench.
So the Dominicans make both. Martinez gets a free throw team percentage up to 65%.
Not a bad performance by Jack Martinez, 6 points in 12 minutes off the bench.
Klobuchar calls the play. Muric sets the pick. Coronado back on Klobuchar. Now Omic. He goes up against Martinez. Martinez knocks it away. Inexperience with Omic showing a bit. Feldine gets in, draws the contact, and there you have it. The Dominican Republic now trailing 53-44.
Boy, was that a tough finish. I mean, he just went over the defender. A lot of contact on that shot, but just somehow he makes that.
If they can get a stop here, that'll be huge. Because you can feel the momentum shifting ever so slightly.
And I think with Prepelic and Muric, you got some really young guys there on the court in the key moments of the game.
Look at this play, quickly to Feldine, how he attacks the rim.
I mean, he just went vertically up at the defender. That's what you like to see. Look at James Feldine.
14 points for Feldine, that's a game high. Prepelic, over to Muric, Dragic. Dragic, and Martinez with the rebound. Another opportunity now for the Dominicans. Feldine gets it to Martinez. Coronado from the right corner. Martinez with a big strong rebound. He goes up and he puts it up and in.
Look at big Jack Martinez. We don't see him getting the offensive rebounds too often, but he was able to collect it.
Coronado reaches in and commits the foul, so that puts Slovenia on the line.
I think it was partly because Uroš Slokar is checking Martinez, and Uroš Slokar is not a very physical player. Look at that one more time. He's there in a perfect position to get the rebound and just goes up, and Slokar doesn't even try to challenge the shot right there. I know he's going to hear about that one from Coach Doft.
Miha Zupan is out of the game.
It was after collision with Garcia. He's been just walking off still behind the bench, just trying to shake off the collision.
Blazic is going to come back into the game at the next opportunity for Slovenia. He just makes one of two. Well, Dominican Republic will try to hold it for one shot. Will they give it to Garcia? Although Feldine is kind of the man of the moment. 7 seconds, 6, 5. Felding gets in there, drives off the glass.
He's taking over right now for the Dominican. 6 points game at the moment.
Propellage hole goes out of bounds. And Felding has brought his team back. He's got 16 points. Look at the drive. And this is where he's doing most of his damage. He's putting the ball on the floor and going hard to the rack.
Absolutely, and he likes to go to the right, even though he was able to connect even from the left. James Felding, the man of the hour for the Dominicans, he is bringing them back to the game.
54-48. Slovenia's lead cut to just 6 points. The Dominican Republic haven't really been effective at all. That would be Francisco Garcia.
But look at their percentage from the two. It was at 53%, so they are just really driving it hard at the basket, and they have been successful. And the rebounding edge is not as big as it was in the half, so the Dominicans are able to rebound better. This is the basis for their running game. They need to get the rebound, throw it out, and just feed Felding in the fast break, who's been effective going to the basket.
And I want to take you back to a point. Slovenia were up by 15 points. They had all the momentum, and yet they couldn't deliver the knockout punch.
Absolutely, we said it before. I mean, if you're in the World Cup and you just really want to be a dominant team, you just need to be able to deliver the knockout punch, and it hasn't happened. Jeff, I pulled out the chart of the shots, and it is just a sea of red for Dominican Republic around the basket. All drives, just drive into the basket at all costs, and you gotta like that. I mean, they have shown some incredible intensity there on the drives, being able to take the contact but still finish.
And I think it's helped with Jack Martinez. He saved his best game probably in this tournament for the best time.
I told you before, if Jack Martinez doesn't hang on to the ball too long, he is decisive with the ball and goes up, either if it's after the offensive rebound or when he gets on the post up. He's very effective player. He's got a lot of experience and a soft shooting touch and a big body.
Whereas with Vargas, what we were seeing perhaps was a little bit of inexperience.
Well, I mean, he was fairly good there in the opening moments with his blocks and intimidation on defense, but after that, in the second half, he just could not really find his rhythm. So that's why they inserted back Jack Martinez, and it's paid off big time. You know what is really important to me? What's going to happen with Miha Župan? Is he going to be able to return to the game? Because if the physical aspect of the game is going to be decisive, they need Miha Župan there on the floor.
Well, it's 54-48. Slovenia beating the Dominican Republic, but Dominican Republic, who were down by as many as 15 points in the third quarter, have come back. And it hasn't been because of Garcia, but Felding, who has 16 points. The question is, where is Garcia going to be? Now, we've seen Goran Dragic reinserted into the game, and Coronado is going to guard him. So that'll be a big factor as well. Balazic gets in the lane. Slokar left open. Well, they hit those shots in the first half, but not right now.
Wide open.
Coronado. Garcia put the ball on the floor. He doesn't seem to be 100%. Garcia gets it to Martinez. Almost lost it. And his perhaps a little bit too much French pastry on that pass.
Wow, I mean, he went for the spectacular play right there. It was a behind the back drop-off pass to the cutter.
Dragic. Martinez comes up, and Coronado pushes Slokar before he can catch it.
He had to, because they was too close to the basket for Slokar to receive the ball. That would have been nothing to do. But good use of a foul before the shot was taken. Look at that right here. That's a smart play by Coronado.
Yeah, you can see not only Zupan, but now Slokar a little bit slow on the court right now. He doesn't seem to have recovered from that fall that he had. Dragic gets in and has the ball blocked by, was it Coronado or Felding?
I think it was Felding, just came from the weak side. I mean, wow, I mean, he's reinserting himself as a defensive presence as well. Look at that one more time. Wow, I mean, that's Goran Dragic just going to the basket.
Now Coronado. Feldine has been doing it. May as well keep doing it for the Dominicans.
That's a mismatch right there against Balajic.
Gets in, hands it off to Jack Martinez, and Slovenia defends.
That's only 8 seconds there now on the shot clock for the Dominicans. I thought that Felding, with all the confidence that he's got right now, he was going to take a step back for a jumper there against Balajic. It was a clear mismatch.
Inbounds pass to Coronado, now Jack Martinez. Bump in the lane, kind of fades back. Oh,
that's it right there. That's automatic. If he gets quick, he doesn't take the ball for too long and takes a step back with the contact. That's money in the bank right now, especially today in the game. You can just count it.
That is something that he practices, obviously. Dragic gets in, has it knocked away by Garcia, and Slovenia, is fair to say, are clinging to a 54-50 lead.
That's a good way to put it right here. And Goran Dragic, that was his marquee move right there when you saw the ball knocked out. This is the foul to slow down the fast break by Slokar.
Is it in Slovenia's best interest right now to try to slow down their tempo?
They just have to find a way just to start playing team offense. I mean, it's been all 1 against 5.
Feldine. Here he is again, another floater. And Martinez has been pretty much unstoppable inside.
He's a force. I mean, come on, Jack Martinez in double-digit scoring. He's going to go to the free throw line for another 2 free throws. He's got 10 points at the moment. But listen to this one, Jeff. He's got 8 rebounds. Look at that. I mean, he's playing some. He's manimal. It's not Kenneth Farid, but it's Jack Martinez.
So this is the Jack Martinez, the double digits, the double-doubles that we've all grown to expect over the years.
They might have to change the defense just to contain Jack Martinez because he's been getting just way too many rebounds and also the drop-off passes that he's able to finish.
But would they try zone?
Well, I mean, with the quickness of the Dominican Republic, they're probably thinking about it. If the Dominicans are smart about it, they play tough and they penetrate the zone defense, which has to collapse. They pass it outside. That could be also dangerous. I think they have a lot of quickness there with Slovenia, also with the Dragic brothers, with Morbek. They are smart defenders, so that's why I think that Coach Duff is staying with the man-to-man defense.
Well, here's the quarter-by-quarter scoring, and you can see that Slovenia really kind of took control of the second quarter. And they scored a lot of points in the third, by 15 early, but then they ended up making
back on defense.
I cannot believe it. It was a 19-0 run for Slovenia at one point. 19-0.
And you saw the shooting percentage as well there.
Look at Jack Martinez. Big silky right there.
It really, if you're Slovenia in that situation, you can't really do anything else defensively unless you're sending somebody to double as he fades away. How many times are you going to double team the fadeaway jump shooter?
That's difficult to do, but I think the biggest problem for Coach Duff right now is that Miha Župan cannot check back in because he's still shaken after the collision with Garcia. Because he's a lot more physical, he's more vertical.
Look at the Dominican fans. George, you want to go join us? They're having fun. And so it looks like a technical foul has. No, they're just going to give him the 2 free throws. I didn't see a technical call.
What's happening though?
No, they just stayed off of the line for the first one for some reason.
Okay.
They tricked us. Remember, he was fouled last time down. So this will be the second. If he gets this one, it'll just be 2 points. Look at that. Saw his numbers. So he's having a terrific day. And he likes this moment. And importantly, Jack Martinez has made his free throws as well.
He's got soft touch. I mean, if he calms down and just concentrates, follows through, he's a good free throw shooter.
Well, now Slovenia also thinking about it. Propellic would have put that up. Now back to Goran Dragic. Boy, up 15 now just by 2 points. 4 on the shot clock. 3. Goran Dragic spins into the lane, has the ball taken away. Coronado takes it all the way in. Oh, and he missed the layup.
That was a foul by Jack Martinez on the rebound. He screened off the defender of Coronado. He had a clear path to the basket, just was not able to finish with the left hand. That's why he missed, I think. He just leaned in there with the left hand, just the ball rolled off the rim. And he's limping a little bit. You see right there? He had a wide path. Great look at the basket, just could not finish that layup.
who's going to come out. Martinez, crucially, going to come out. Vargas has come back in. And I just wonder if we might see a quick reinsertion.
I think so.
Of Martinez. Just
I think so.
He doesn't look tired. Dragons on the ball. And Sosa as well has come back into the game. Warbeck, good hands from Garcia. There's Jordan Dragic. He's out.
Boy, that would have been a huge shot if we made that one.
Well, you can hear a huge eruption of cheers from the Dominican fans if they can tie it here. The three-point shooting game hasn't really been at the races today. They get it into Vargas. Well, Sosa had it, but Garcia puts up a three. Well, you don't see him miss often, but he did on that.
He was fairly closely guarded by Prepelic.
Now Goran Dragic throws it back outside to Prepelic. Go!
Whoa, what a three-pointer by the young man. That's a tough shot off the bench for Prepelic. Just really calms things down for Slovenia.
Feldy. Ramon for three. Good! Goodness me, they've hit 1-3 all day, and then he drills that one.
I don't believe that one. I mean, that just took some guts to take that shot right there for Ramon.
Oh, gosh. He brought rain with that three-pointer.
First 3 points in the game for Ramon.
He picked a good time to come up with his first basket. Dragic in the lane. Good.
That's a tough shot and a great show of leadership for Goran Dragic. He's up to 12 points. And I think he's going to step it up with the game winding down.
Boy, what a round of 16 game this has been. Feldy now. He gets in, puts it up. The shot was bothered, but a good strong rebound from Vargas. He passes out of trouble to Garcia. Garcia tries to get some space. Turns it over.
And a kick. There's no foul, I don't think it's called.
Was the foul? Who was the ball? It was the kick on Dragic. I thought they had turned it over.
I think it was Goran Dragic when he was pressuring Garcia there. He kicked it.
Garcia is going to come out, but look at this shot from Prepelic.
That was a huge shot there for Slovenia. Just they could not score or do anything offensively for good 3 minutes. So Miha Zupan apparently is okay, even though he was shaken up and was just trying to walk off a collision with Garcia for good 5-6 minutes here behind the bench.
Now, Garcia has been removed from the game, and he was upset when he sat down on that bench.
He was not happy.
If you look at him, you can't even see him. He's like leaning back. And Antigua didn't hesitate. He pulled him out of the game. Felding puts up a runner.
That was a tough shot that he's been making most of the game, but just could not connect on that one. Good take by James Feldin. He freed up himself from the defender, but the shot was just way too tough over defense of Slovenia.
And see Prepelic go to the bench. Now Miha Zupan has come back into the game, and Garcia is also going to come back in. So I guess Antigua just wanted Garcia to sit down for a minute and catch his breath. Dragic dribbling, trapped, and Bice read the pass. They've done so well to anticipate those passes all day long.
And I think they are doing a hell of a job collapsing on Goran Dragic whenever he takes the ball right here. Look at that, you got 2 white jerseys right around him, but 2 more are just sinking there to cut off the passing lanes. Hell of a job there defensively for the Dominicans.
Well, Feldin doesn't want to come out of the game either. But I suppose in a way, if you're the coach, you want your guys not to be coming out of the game. Lorbeck on the baseline, good, and
nice play out of bounds. Good execution, good back pick there for Domen Lorbeck.
Felding has been the man driving to the basket. We've seen Sosa as well take off and get into the lane, but Sosa puts up a 3.
Lorbeck slipped that time, so Sosa had a good look at the basket.
Will Slovenia hang on here? Zupan hits the cutter, Dragic, and that takes the lead back to 8.
This is a very comfortable situation for Slovenia. If you have 8 points, we got 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. This is time to call timeout here for Coach Antigua. And I think there's going to have to be some substitutions.
They haven't scored since the 6:16 mark with that three-pointer.
I think Jack Martinez, who we see right here, just sat down there on the bench. I think he's going to be inserted into the lineup because you need to score. As you said, they haven't scored for a long time, so they're going to have to bring the scores back into the game.
And that's kind of when it started to go wrong. Martinez out. He was in the flow with Feldane. But Antigua followed his gut instinct. There you see the offensive rebounds and the points. Let's go right now. Those offensive rebounds.
11 offensive rebounds there for Slovenia is just way too much. I think that most of them were in the first half. Lately, Slovenia has been able to also collect some very valuable offensive rebounds. Now with 4 minutes to go in the game, I don't think that you want to protect the lead for the Slovenians. They have to stay aggressive and they have to stay with it. But I think with Goran Dragic on the floor, he well understands it.
Well, full credit to the Dominican Republic for getting back into the game.
That was the last basket there by Zoran Dragic.
But as you know, if you trail by a big number, like 15 points, it's hard to come all the way back, isn't it?
That was a big hole that they had to climb out of.
They did have a chance, though, to take the lead, to draw level and take the lead. They were down 2. Garcia. And that's what they've needed really all day.
And this is what I was asking for. I mean, for Garcia just to take it one-on-one, and he can create his own shot with the knees. You saw that. It was not difficult for him to take that shot.
Now Garcia showing some leadership of his own there, getting his team back to within 6. And Jack Martinez back in the game, disrupting the Slovenian guards up top. And Slokar had the ball blocked by Garcia, and then Zoran Dragic comes right back and takes it away from Francisco Garcia.
Did you see that outlet pass? The outlet pass has to have a lot more force into it. I couldn't believe there was an easy steal there for Slovenia.
And a foul on Jack Martinez or Ramon.
I think it's going to be on Ramon. Yep. That was a great defensive play by Bias on Slokar on the last drive. But just a terrible outlet pass that was stolen by Dragic.
So Martinez, Vargas each have 3 fouls.
And this is the strongest lineup there for Coach Antigua because Feldin comes in there for Ramon. No, for Sosa, I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah, he's been the player today for this team. He's got 16 points, but for some reason on the scoreboard up top it says 14. And that was a great play.
Oh, it was Garcia there on the block.
But that was just a sloppy pass from Martinez. If he had just thrown a full court overhead, he would have had an easy layup.
What a costly mistake there with under 4 minutes to go in the game.
14 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul called on Coronado.
And this is experience. No, it's Ramon. Yeah, it's Ramon. This is experience. I mean, Goran Dragic is just running around the screens. He's trying to draw the contact if Ramon is close to him, and he's looking for referees to make that call. That's one-on-one show there.
Goran Dragic frees himself, puts it up, and Martinez with the rebound. And the reach and the foul on Slokar.
So that's team foul number 3 there for Slovenia. But did you see that Goran Dragic has moved to an off guard? He is not bringing the ball up and he's not starting the plays. So he now will be looked upon as a scorer. He comes off those screens, they give him the ball and they isolate. They spread out on the floor and they wait for him to create or make the shot.
Three minutes remaining. The Dominican Republic need a basket. You see the numbers there from Martinez now, double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. And Zoran Dragic pushes the ball handler, so picks up a foul. No, it's going to be on Zupan.
Yeah, it's on Zupan, and that's a 4th team foul there for Slovenia. So next foul is going to put the Dominican Republic, as we see the replay of that situation, on the free throw line. That can also play a role. Because obviously Slovenia doesn't want to stop the clock.
2:54.
They have to go to Garcia. He's going to create.
Garcia looking for a way around, and the defensive play of Zoran Dragic drives in, and he scores over Bice. That play.
But I'll tell you what, Garcia was just so well guarded right there. He just had nowhere to go and turned the ball over.
And that's one I'm not sure they're going to recover from. Bice, Martinez, and Martinez gets blocked. Goran Dragic heads to the other end. Miha Zupan and Slovenia bring it back out wisely.
That was a smart play by Miha Zupan. He didn't even try to go up. He knew he wanted to use some clock.
Now Goran Dragic. That's a three, short. 2 minutes to go. 8 points is the deficit. Feldin over to Bice for three. And Zoran Dragic, another chance to run up to his brother. And Garcia gets the ball, and Joe, as you can see, the coach of Slovenia is going over to toss.
I'll tell you what, you just really need some quick hands there to be able to steal the ball from Goran Dragic. Look at it right here. I mean, he comes like a machine to the lane on a fast break. Garcia's got some fast hands.
He does.
And this was the key play right there. It was by his brother, Zoran Dragic.
And he had just made a steal as well from Garcia before that.
That was a sequence of great plays there for Zoran Dragic. He's really provided a huge time spark here.
Entry pass, and right now Zoran Dragic is basically putting the nails in the coffin of the Dominican Republic.
He has really taken over the game defensively and offensively.
He's got 16 points. Bias gets the contact and earns a trip to the line.
This is not looking good though for the Dominican Republic. Now Baez is gonna go to the free throw. Look at the contact right here. Zupan foul. But they have really very short time to try to get back into the game. It's a double-digit lead.
Bias.
That was a shooter's roll right there.
That ball almost got stuck on the rim. I've never seen that.
Let's look at Slovenia. What they shoot from the free throw line.
Well, Dominicans are now 70%, and that's exactly the number of the Slovenians. 7 of 10. It makes both.
But it's going to be difficult to start fouling Slovenia because as a team they are shooting solid 72% from the line. They have a lot of good shooters. So it's not going to be easy for the Dominicans to pick an ideal player to foul. And I'm sure that Coach Duffs knows that, so he's going to put only good free throw shooters out there on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We're just 139 away for both of these teams. One of them moving on to the quarterfinals to face the United States.
And Slovenia is going to inbound the ball from half court. That's what the coaches of the Dominican Republic have been signaling between each other. I wonder who's going to go on the floor if Coach Antigua is going to make a substitution there just for the defensive purposes, just to bring out some speed. That will be able to put pressure there on Slovenia, maybe cause that turnover.
Fortuna perhaps out of the game for Elise. Although Elise was ineffective in the first half.
I think Coronado's going to have to stay there on the floor. He's in the game right now, but
139, a lot can happen. It may not be a lot of time, but a lot can happen in a minute and 39 seconds.
but this is a huge defensive position here right now for the Dominican Republic. This is basically their whole championship right now comes to this defensive position.
And listen, Australia made it very uncomfortable for Slovenia in their opener. They almost came back at the end. And Dragic, what can you say? Zoran Dragic. So much is talked about Dragic, Zoran Dragic, but Zoran Dragic.
He's the man of the hour.
He was great at last year's Eurobasket as well.
They're not going to rush it. They're going to take off seconds off the clock.
This is what Doug wants. Nine on the shot clock. 8, 7. Slogar sets the pick, rolls, and over to Zoran Dragic. Vargas with the rebound.
Well, they took off a lot of time there off the clock.
Coronado quickly to the other end. Bramon finds some space, puts up a three, and Zupan with the rebound.
That was a wild three-pointer taken. I think I saw a lot of frustration on Garcia's face that he didn't even touch the ball in that key possession.
59 seconds now. 17 on the shot clock.
I'll tell you what, I would expect a lot more gamble there for the Dominicans on defense, because they're not even trying to really cause any turnover from out of bounds. I mean, they are not pressuring up anybody. Look at that. I mean, how easily Lorbeck just got the ball there.
Dragic puts his head down, gets in, and that's a goaltend off of the glass.
And this could be well it right here, Jeff. It's a 10-point lead, double digits, with only 43 seconds to go.
Well, for the second time in a row, it's looking more and more like now the Slovenians are going to win in the round of 16. The follow from Felding, 34.7 seconds. It's been a long time since the Dominicans made it to this tournament. Last time in 1978.
And I agree with your assessment that Garcia is not 100% fit, because he's been a shade of himself that we saw from the group.
Yeah.
I mean, and we saw him limping, we saw him wincing. So maybe a big part that he turned his ankle there in the group play. He has not fully recovered. He hasn't demanded the ball lately in the crucial moments.
Yeah. Second one. So, timeout called by the Dominican Republic with 33.3 seconds left and 10 points the deficit.
Why, they're going to have to come out with some plays right off the out-of-bounds play, some three-pointers. Let's see if Garcia gets involved. I mean, he's got his head down. I don't like his body language right now. I mean, he's not into it at the moment. Now look at him on the bench.
Right?
It can be one of numerous factors. Either he's not 100% fit, either he's upset that he hasn't been as involved. He went to the bench early in the first half, I visited his mouth, and didn't come back in.
Did you see the first shot that he made from the corner?
And also the 19-0 from Slovenia held up. Yeah, the shot that Garcia made. Yeah.
Let's go back to the first half. I mean, I thought he was just 100% ready mentally and physically. After he made his first shot, he stared down his defender, was turning to the fans. I thought, boy, this guy is ready to play. I mean, he's going to lead by example. And all of a sudden, you said that was a cheap foul that he picked up first one. And consecutively, after 10 seconds, he picks up the second one, goes to the bench, and everything goes the other way for him.
And maybe Antigua kept the signals that today wasn't going to be the day for Garcia. And it was Felding.
But I think, if I can analyze, I think he kept him on the bench for too long in that first half. I would have taken a chance when the game was slipping away.
That said, they got it back to 2 points in the second half. So final 33 seconds. What will the Dominicans do? They do get it inbounds to Garcia. He almost loses it. And Garcia drives in and throws it up off the backboard, and it stays out. And Slovenians start to celebrate on the bench. You can see there at the right of your screen. They are moving on to face the United States in the quarterfinals. And coach and everybody in green is happy. Another great moment for Slovenian basketball. They solidifying their place near the top in international basketball.
That's a great victory for the Slovenians. They well earned it. They prevented a comeback by the Dominican Republic. They came close to by 2 points there in the fourth quarter, but just held off and was able to make some key plays both defensively and offensively. And in my opinion, played more like a team.
Well, Slovenia, they played the United States in a warm-up game before the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and now they're going to face them again. And they'll be looking for some improvement on some of those statistics, especially the ones in the three-point range, because they're going to have to rely on threes, you would think, to be competitive against
they are certainly capable. Here we're still looking at the stats. What was standing out was the push free throw percentage, and this is an emotional moment there for Francisco Garcia, 33 years old, a leader for numerous years of the Dominican team. I believe that this was his last game for the national team. A very emotional moment to go out of the tournament and say goodbye to the national team jersey of the Dominican Republic. A great player, great inspirational moment.
Well, the Slovenian fans, all smiles. Feldin was just terrific. He had the 18 points, and without him, obviously the Dominican Republic wouldn't have been close. Jordan Dragons, he came up huge in the end.
And let's not forget about Jake Martinez for the losing side. Also was dominant with a double-double.
And also had the 3 steals.
But I'll tell you what, I mean, the perimeter players for Slovenia were just too dominant. They took care of business when it mattered. So you're talking about the Dragic brothers and also Lorbeck. They were spectacular, solid, and made the key plays.
Well, it's the quarterfinals next for Slovenia, and the opponents will be the defending champions, the United States. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Todo esto que acabo de leer no son palabras mías, son mensajes